Hi, this is Osiris with the Culver City News, Ankh Entertainment, and Stones in the color of rare. We have the wonderful pleasure of being on an intermission from a wonderful opera that's being streamed live by the Metropolitan HD network, I guess, and it's being streamed live here into the Frank Norris Cinema Theater here at the USC campus. I have in front of us today a wonderful young lady who I actually grabbed, thank goodness that someone said something about our flash going off, and she grabbed me and said, would you like to talk to a real live opera? And so we jumped at the chance.
Yeah.
Say your name, Amy.
Hi, I'm Amy Lawrence. I'm a soprano. I'm here at USC for the vocal department.
Oh, wow.
A graduate student.
Uh-huh.
And I came here today because, well, there's posters kind of all over campus, and I'd never seen Onegin before. I was just like, great opportunity. It's free.
Yeah.
I thought, well, if I'm a student, it's free, but no, it's free for everybody. I thought that was amazing that they would just show live broadcast of an opera. Yeah, and I'm enjoying it so much. Just the story just draws you in.
Now, what is it about opera that seems it's lasted all these years, even though for some people, I've talked to some people about opera, myself included, years ago I would have been bored stiff. Now it's like I kind of get it because they're telling this fantastic, almost romantic type story. So what is it about opera that keeps you involved in opera, especially being such a young woman with such a kind of a historically stuffy kind of music? You know, it's not pop, it's not hip hop, it's not jazz. So what do you think?
I can only give my personal experiences.
Which is what we want.
Yes. I don't know if I would be here today watching opera if I hadn't been in an opera at a very young age.
And what opera were you in at a very young age?
I actually performed with Los Angeles Opera. I had a small child role. It was a children's opera called Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh, wow.
I
Where was
made
that?
An opera out of that.
Where was that?
This was Los Angeles Opera at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion.
Oh, wow. That's a big prestigious
Yeah,
one.
so I sang with opera singers Susana Guzman and Gerald Finley, and just hearing them sing, seeing them perform, being up on that stage it's what drew me.
It's very
to
powerful
opera.
too because it's live. And we're so inundated right now with downloads and things like that. Opera is probably one of the last of the live performances that someone can see.
And that's so sad too, because I think it's an unknown art. I think a lot of people are afraid to come to the opera. Oh, it's too expensive. I won't understand it because it's in another language. You know, maybe and they don't know the story. Oh, it's too long. This and that. But so, you know, some of those things are true, but I think if people will give it a chance, because first of all, there's always going to be subtitles, so you're always going to know.
So is that the regular thing in operas to expect subtitles?
Everywhere.
Yeah, because you wouldn't know what they were talking about.
You're going to have that, so you're going to know what's going on. And also, there's programs that are in English. You can read what the story is ahead of time. Not all tickets are expensive. I mean, you won't be seeing the opera up in the front.
What is your average cost? What is the average price of a ticket for an opera?
Oh gosh.
In your opinion, has it gone up, down? Is it about the same? Or?
You know, I don't know if it's gone up or down, but I do know that you can get tickets to the opera for $20, and I mean that's just a little bit more than going to a movie these days.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's you don't have to pay hundreds of dollars to see an opera.
Do you think that the world of opera, in terms of the repertoire that's used to, you know, the kinds of performances that they choose to perform, do you think that those things are changing, that will open up more to other cultures, where other cultures can bring, because I think it's usually been Italian and all that. I mean, are there other?
It has. I know during the recession, they didn't bring in any new operas. I think that was because they wanted to play have the operas that they knew people would come to. So we haven't seen a whole lot of contemporary lately, but I think that is changing. I think a lot more newer shows are coming back in. say the question again.
That's okay. No,
I'm
you were
going off
answering it.
subject.
We were talking about the ticket prices and
Right.
if you think it's gone up or down, and you were saying that it's like you can get a ticket for $20.
You can, yeah, definitely.
So the high end would be about what,
Yeah.
$1,500, $2,000?
Oh, no, not that much. I think maybe around 300 would be
Okay.
the highest,
It's still
and
up there.
everywhere in between 20 to 300.
Okay.
At least I think that's LA Opera.
Yeah, so
is
they
where
do
you
kind of open
can-
out. Do you think there's a huge difference in people that live in New York and people that live in LA and how they approach these type of things? Because if we were in New York, they would be dressed up like they were going to
you
something
mean compared to,
fantastic.
like, coming
No, I mean
to
compared to coming to see an opera here and coming to see an opera in New York. Do you think there's a difference in the kind of crowd that it attracts?
Well, I know today, I see people in jeans and t-shirts, myself included. I knew that I wasn't going to the opera, but I've been to the Met, I've been to LA Opera, and people do dress up. And I
okay.
think that's fantastic. I
Yeah.
think having a place to go and wear a beautiful gown, I mean,
Yeah.
how often do we do that?
We don't. I wear
Not
jeans.
really, maybe a wedding,
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Even
maybe.
that. Even that's kind of casual.
Yeah, but I think that's what's so exciting about going to an opera, to a live opera, is that you can really, it's a whole experience.
Okay. So when do you graduate, and what do you plan to do after you graduate from USC? What do you plan to do with your opera background?
Oh wow, audition.
Is it hard to audition and get work as an opera singer?
It is. The competition is tough. That's why I think a lot of singers go to graduate school to get the experience they need for the next step, which is young artist programs.
So there are younger people that are getting into opera.
Yes.
Definitely.
Oh, definitely.
That's great.
Oh, we're out there.
That's great to
We're out
hear.
there.
I mean, I wouldn't know. This is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
So now, if you would be so kind,
Sure.
can you hit a couple of notes in opera
Yeah.
for us? And then after that,
my gosh.
can you say your name, where we can contact you? Because this is going to be posted online. There are people that go online that look for people like you. And so we want to
wow.
make it good and
Sure.
strong so that we can help promote you. That's the
Sure,
whole
of
purpose
course.
of us doing this.
I'm putting together a website, so I don't have that quite yet, but
Okay.
I will get that to you soon.
Do you have a YouTube that you...
I do.
Is it a
I
good
do have
one?
YouTube. Yeah, I have tons of videos.
Okay, so tell us where we can find your YouTube.
Okay, so the name is Blue Eyed Belle. It's
Oh.
BLUEYEDBELLE. So it's
Perfect.
kind of runs together, and I have several videos on there, so you can hear me sing. But I'd love to sing for you now.
Okay, if you would.
Sure. Well, we
Just
all
go
know,
for it.
you
We
probably
have a few
heard
more
of
minutes,
Quando
yeah.
Men Bowls. Haven't warmed up today.
That's okay, it's on the spot.
Quando men vo sul letto della via, la gente sosta e mira, e la bellezza mia, tutto ricerca in me da capo a piedi.
Wow! I've never heard a live opera sing
You've
in front of
never
my face.
Really?
That is so
Well,
beautiful.
happy to be-
Whoever's out there from the record labels, the talent agents and scouts, we have a future opera singer here that I think that her parents, friends, and associates would be proud to know that she's doing a
thank
wonderful
you.
job at being young and carrying on in an age-old tradition. So say your name again, say your Facebook page, your Twitter page if you have those, and then we'll call it a wrap. We got to go back in and finish singing.
Sure.
Eugene Onegin.
My name is Amy Alexandra Lawrence, and my email is amyalawrence@gmail.com. You can find me on YouTube, Blue Eyed Belle, website coming soon.
And do you have a Facebook?
I do.
What's the name? We can find it.
You can search for me, Amy Alexandra Lawrence.
Okay.
On Facebook.
Oh,
There.
wow.
You can find me there.
Well, it has been a pleasure interviewing you and speaking to you, Amy. We're going to
Oh,
go back into
pleasure.
the
Pleasure to
opera.
speak to you. Thank
And
you.
we look forward to hearing fantastic things from you in the future.
Want to put a little plug in there?
Yeah.
We are performing the Coronation of Poppea here at the USC Thornton Opera.
And when is that?
That will be November 20th,
Okay.
22nd, and 24th.
Okay, and what
here
times?
the time. Good question.
In the
It's
evening or
either
during the day?
It's in the evening. It's
Okay.
7 or 8 o'clock. I sorry, I don't know
And
that.
you will be a
I
part of that
playing
performance.
Amore in the opera. So please come to see it.
We will
It's
be
gonna
more than
great.
happy to come. I think I'll be
Director
back
Ken
out of town.
Kazan is
Oh,
amazing.
that's going to be
Amazing.
fantastic. Again, this is Osiris with the Culver City News, Ankh Entertainment, and Stones in the color of rare. And we have a rare stone here today with Amy.
thank you.
All right, it's a wrap. Thank
Thank you so much.